Hey folks, what's going on? I managed to get Breathedge to work, so I'm pretty psyched. This game is pretty cool. All right, so just. Alright, so let's get in it. This is like a first person survival crafting, but if you're not familiar, it's if you're at all familiar with Subnautica, this is like Subnautica in space. Essentially, we're not dealing with water, we're dealing with just a literal lack of oxygen. So it's got a pretty You'll either like the sense of humor in this game or you won't, but I mean, that's just about anything that's funny. So let's just dive right in and let's do this. And we'll do the intro. Like I said, their sense of humor. This game's still in early access, so it's not finished, but there's enough to have some fun.
Here you are again. Did you have time to think of how to behave during the interrogation? Remind him, R2-D3. You tell us all you know from the beginning. No lie. Confirm? You tell us all from the beginning or violence. You tell us that you fly to the funeral, but the liner explode radicals of green universe. Confirm?
Let's tell them. Poor Grandpa. Grandpa. And our ship exploded. Fun stuff.
You lied to me. Logo was impossible. Could not see the shuttle from space. Tell truth, no lie. Confirm?
All right. Alright, so this should just take a second to load, and we'll be at her. Don't make a liar out of me. I tested this last night to make sure, well, obviously that's how I knew that the game was working now. It's been months that I had to uninstall the game and reinstall the game and dink around a little bit, but it was working. I believe in you. You can do it, Breathedge. Just relax. Just relax. I mean, I guess it is loading the whole game world and everything right now, and Subnautica definitely takes its sweet time, but this is definitely quicker than loading Subnautica. In future episodes, obviously, you won't have to sit through this, and if it's a little bit longer, I'll just edit this out. But yeah, there's it's essentially I've only played through the first chapter, but they've released multiple chapters now. You've got you know, all sorts of crafting. Obviously worrying about food, water, oxygen, which is a huge one. It's really interesting to again, it's kind of scary, obviously, floating around in space with you know, it's not like Subnautica in the sense where you can just go to the surface anytime you like, and you know, as long as you're close to the surface. But there's surface just about everywhere unless you're in deep caves. There's no surface. This is space, so there's a complete lack of oxygen. You have to actually get in somewhere to breathe, like a shelter. All right, let's in theory.
Greetings, I'm your funerary spacesuit's built-in guide to the world of space funerals. Before we start communicating further, confirm that you are still able to read after the impact. Splendid! You've gotten into a non-standard situation. The Breathedge Global Funeral Agency is proud of its impeccable history. However, your death may cause the loss of its reputation. Therefore, when picking up any useful items, you can stuff them in your pockets, calling it an inventory, if you will.
Oh, that's not gonna do. And yeah, we are waiting.
Stop the leakage. You'll need an object without any holes. Take out the chewing gum from your pocket. Try not to get your food stick it somewhere except for your face. You deserve some words of encouragement. That's impressive. You've almost won. Remember that the funerary spacesuit isn't designed for long-term use of persons or animals in outer space. It is recommended to immediately call for help on the interphone, improve the spacesuit, or become depressed.
Can do.
Just the antenna, you'll have to go into outer space.
So this is home sweet home for now.
The waste disposal system is damaged and is operating in reverse mode. The toilet can suck objects flying past the shuttle when the tanks are full.
We don't have a scanner. Okay, first things first. Whoa. There's tons of junk in this game. Like, tons of junk. And
when you discover a new blueprint of an item, it is automatically added to the memory reprocessor in the kitchen, where you can create this item using the necessary resources. Probably.
Alright, let's take it. Might as well. Let's oh, such great music. Love it. Watch the survival game or survival guide. Now that is a tutorial. I like it. Alright, let's make sure that we store this properly. Wouldn't want any damage to come to it. Okay, so we got a little bit of storage over here. This is our multi-use processor for making stuff. Let's examine the mighty blueprint. I didn't think I took it. I thought I dropped it. Let's again store this somewhere. We got fabric. Alright, let's go investigate the antenna and, of course, out in space.
A source of increased radiation is
Mad
detected.
weightless.
Probably this is the central core of the liner. Be careful. The radiation will kill you instantly in such a...
Let's grab Grandpa's mug. Grandpa loved to give young girls a ride on his rocket, so this is why his colleagues gave him this mug and the title of Chief Womanizer. Unfairly, because Grandpa only gave them rides, and only on his rocket, but he still kept the mug and always laughed about it. Yeah, we'll take your mug. Poor Grandpa. So this is it. This is our, and obviously, you know, so we're just gonna grab some free-floating crud. Yes. Let's grab some more oxygen. We got very limited oxygen amount, obviously, to get in 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Let's,
That was a close call. Try to adjust the antenna very carefully. You've got great engineering skills. You have broken the antenna completely. Now you will need some special equipment and interphone activation codes, which are encrypted in the memory of the steering wheel if it's still intact.
Alright, well, real quick. Let's go. So this is the processor. You can make all sorts of different stuff. The food, let's, and it takes a second, which, you know, not so bad. And obviously it lists the ingredients: nutritious goo and ice. drill. Alcohol, ice, and alkali. Alcohol actually is important. It warms you up, right? Which, you know, is potentially a real good thing. Let's make a refined metal. It's 4 of these guys. Grandpa, let's store your mug in a real good spot. Alright, let's go check that steering wheel.
It looks like the steering wheel. You need to try to connect to it. Great news! Using my ingenious 2-digit password matching algorithm, I managed to hack the interphone activation codes. Now all that's left is to build a cryptographic debugging station and reconfigure the interphone using these codes, which will take about 5 years with your current skills. The sensors report the presence of some nearby cooling gel. Its microscopic particles can settle on the glass of the spacesuit, forming some beautiful frostwork which can lead to visibility deterioration. I understand that such an image can horrify you, but put your mind at ease. You will need to pay only half the cost of a damaged spacesuit in such a situation. The Breathedge agency is proud of its loyal attitude towards clients. Remember that you are still able to become depressed.
Yep. Thanks, buddy. Poor fella. Not a good way to go. Yeah, I came over here for something, and yet... Well... can't remember where it was. Alright, let's head back in here real quick. You've got, obviously, objective markers, which are pretty handy. Need wire. Okay. Let's go grab some wire. Should be some just over here. We'll grab some metal as well.
Judging by the primary analysis of the destruction, most of the passengers of the liner died. This might be the biggest catastrophe in the history of astronautics, the reasons for which are yet to be clarified.
Or dead guys. Cryptographic debugging station. Well, let's make it. The most sophisticated professional equipment for distributing streaming information with cryptographic encryption over internal software networks.
If you're sure that this is exactly what was on the blueprint, then try to reconfigure the receiver. If you have any doubts concerning it, then you will eventually suffer an electric shock, and then your spacesuit will automatically take your body measurements to order a coffin from our company. Thank you for choosing the Global Funeral Agency.
Alright, let's debug this thing. Excellent debugging. Ooh, Rescue Shuttle Hope is sent for your nearest evacuation point.
The rescuer's arrival time exceeds your estimated lifespan by 4,369 years. You need to get to the extraction point yourself, getting past the radiation. However, it's impossible to do this with your current skills. To increase your level, you need to create some crap imposed by the developers.
Alright, so... Refined metal and thick electrical tape. No problem. Wait a second. Handy scrapper. Oh, we need some more metal. Alright, let's go get some metal. Because we need a handy scrapper. So we can scrap big chunks of stuff.
It wasn't possible to determine the coordinates of the survivor. Communication only works on reception, which gives a good reason not to respond and not to be distracted, despite the objections of the hormonal system.
Alright, let's get a scrapper built. I'm actually going to build a backup one. It's not like you have a tool and it's just good to go. It will break down. Back scratcher. We can keep that for now. Let's do some mild extractions.
Your interlocutor has a very sweet accent, causing fatal errors in my grammatical functions.
Yeah, until we can increase the size of our air tank, it's a lot of short trips. And I mean, we can go pretty far. Pop over here.
Toilet detected. Some of our clients are very sensitive about toilet talk, and therefore we included a dictionary filter which will replace the word feces with the word joy. Judging by the amount of joy around, this is the debris of the liner's public toilet. This means that there may be large reserves of water from the shower tanks nearby. The main thing is...
Yep.
I propose to call it Hammond, although this toilet doesn't look like a manned robot.
Uh-oh. And apparently this is another survivor, although I don't trust it.
It's surprising that the shuttle is still functioning with such damage.
Yes, it is. Oh, I can't wait. Until we get more oxygen production. Alright, let's get in here. Oh, we've only got one some rubber. Alright, let's store this guy. Carefully now, carefully. Alright, we need thick rubber. So, there was another one over here. Let's go smash this up.
A standard coffin at the Global Funeral Agency. The opening of the coffin will be considered an offense and an act of vandalism, but no one will judge you if you die.
Alright. Make our thick electrical tape.
The electrical stimulation is complete. Having traced your brain's activity while you were working, your brain was stimulated with small electrical charges to improve your engineering skills. Judging by the result, it didn't work and caused a number of hallucinations. However, it was entertaining. You still can't get past the radiation, but I will mark the coordinates of the rescuers for useless motivation.
Let's install this guy. This looks like a good spot. Bloody junk. Get out of my way. You can hit yourself with it if you so choose, but you know, that's your decision. Definitely your decision. So 1600 meters, yeah. We need to approve some stuff before we can go anywhere near that far. Oh wait, I'm gonna need oxygen candles. Alright, so let's peruse the neighborhood for some more useful stuff. I had thought... scissors. Sweet. Let's see if we can actually build the drill. Wow, we can build shears. Thick electrical tape. Some refined metal. Let's do it. Alright, we are loaded down the tools now. Let's get our high-tech shears. Didn't even get there. Was that just a bunch more fabric? Ah, weak sauce. We're not gonna run out of storage for a bit. Although, let's get the old drill out. Because I thought I saw a chunk of... No, don't need alkali. I thought I saw aluminum. But maybe... Oh, you know what? This is just a big chunk of ice. Yeah, this is just ice. We need a meteor for... Oh, we gotta get down there next. Okay. Aluminum. Let's go take a peek at that place down there. Just get some oxygen. Oh, I don't know if I should be doing this. I should really be doing this with oxygen candles. I gotta remember where those are.
The largest condom in the world, and also an emission of gas, most likely oxygen, are detected ahead. The service supply compartment, almost intact. They usually install oxygen stations here. You would be in luck if you managed to get inside.
Oh, are you kidding? Okay.
A damaged door scanner. You can scan the scanner with a scanner to record the scanner's damage data to the scanner's scanner protection system for emergency depressurization of the compartment. You will need a scanner. I used the word scanner 8 times.
That was not smart. Should have came here with an oxygen candle. Oh, maybe I won't die. Maybe I won't die. Okay, let's find some oxygen candles before we attempt that again. I really thought there was some peeking around. There we go. Alright, so an oxygen candle, we can, it's like a little one-shot pop of oxygen, which you can also use them in crafting stuff, but, let's make a couple extra of these guys. Really? Bind to slot. Alright, well I couldn't drag it, but... Now let's build a backup scrapper. Always useful to have. I don't have enough metal. Alright, so let's get some metal. Ooh. Alright, backup scrapper.
There's no data on the condom being suitable for an oxygen reservoir, but you can try to construct a simple balloon for distracting yourself from fatal thoughts.
Okay, we needed to scan that. Yeah, I really don't trust those messages. Like, really, 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 really don't trust those. Alright. Let's get this crate here. Ooh. Oh yeah. All sorts of good stuff. Can we scrap? Nope.
Be careful with the vacuum breakdowns. An electric shock of such power can lead to the failure of my systems, and I can't guarantee the safety of your corpse before the arrival of the funeral team.
Ah, we'll have to come back for that. So we need thick electrical tape and a condom to make our increased oxygen tank. Now, I do know where that is. And we got some oxygen candles, so let's get at her.
Judging by the degree of decomposition, this subject died long before the catastrophe. We have a murder here, Sherlock, and we just have to ignore it.
Ooh, wait. Light bulb. Scissors. No, we're not done here.
An unknown substance with a suspicious name.
Come on. Bloodstained hammer.
A hammer covered in blood. The victim is also stained in blood. Probably the hammer acts. It is unlikely that he suffocated from this, being in a spacesuit where oxygen is sufficient for an entire full breath.
Come on. I know it's over here. I think it's over here. Now I'm second guessing. There we go. Alright, let's get that other light bulb.
The note is written by a woman who can professionally handle stationary items. The evidence is collected. The investigation is successfully completed. It is obvious that the victim was poisoned by a Novichok chemical weapon for treason. This is confirmed by the cipher from a note that the female agent lost at the scene of the crime. Some special agency clearly had a hand in this.
Yeah, that's what happened. Nice. Sweet. 75 oxygen now. We're laughing. Is there any other... Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, we'll have food and water. Let's get rid of some of our excess stuff here. And we'll... into our storage. Alright. Now we got that oxygen candle. We should be fine to check this out. And I don't think just beating down the door is the way to go on this guy. Thought maybe, yeah, we scan this, but this is going to tell us we need a scanner. Okay, now we can build the scanner. Music's actually pretty nice and peaceful. Let's go grab this wire. And I take it there actually is base building in this game. I'm not sure if that's quite yet. I mean, we're still at the beginning, just getting all of our tools and stuff. Light bulb. And yeah, remember, okay, so those light bulbs are down there. Initially that took me quite a while to find. That was a pain in the butt. Alright. Scanner. Let's do some scanning. Sweet. Let's go scan that.
There can be no mistake here. This is a working autonomous oxygen station. It can be used for long-distance flights if you don't break it. You must carefully remove the station by removing two screws. Anyway, this doesn't matter anymore. At least now you have an understanding of how to assemble one. You have a set of its parts and a light taste of despair.
Excellent. Neutralized. So, any other hole in the rubber? Funny. Not funny. All right. Let's Superman it. Much more enjoyable. First aid kit. I could use one of those. Thick electrical tape. And I gotta find some aluminum. Now, oxygen station, we can set that up somewhere outside. And it's just an oxygen tank with limited capacity, so we can at least do a little bit more exploring. It's like a little oxygen station. Funny name. Yeah. Okay. Let's you know what? Let's grab a drink. Let's use this fella. Okay, we got lots of oxygen candles. Drill's still decent. We got a couple of scrappers with shears. Back scratcher? Let's store you right there. I'm just checking around to see if there's any other. Okay, so aluminum. That looks like aluminum. Where was that other one? It was non-existent. That's where it was. Honey.
Seems they were playing some brain cracking game.
Sweet. I need more metal. Let's go back over there anyway. There's some interesting stuff. Oh, poor guys. Mortal Wombat?
Be careful. Games provoke cruelty because according to statistics, most criminals played them at least once. All criminals drink water, blinked, and used toilet paper, which makes it possible to draw an unequivocal conclusion about your criminal inclinations.
Stock. Oh no, scanner. Nice. I guess that's for when we can do base building. Uh-oh. I gotta be a little bit more careful. Sweet package. Nice. Yeah, let's make another one of those just in case. Okay, we don't need that stuff. Add to our pile of junk. Alright, now we can actually, now that we've got the oxygen station, we can set, let's just actually take a look at, I thought one of these was tasks, get to the evac point. Yeah, that's it.
The shuttle's plating is blue. These are the rescuers. Given that the evacuation shuttles have increased strength, the impact force must have been incredible. The rescuer spacesuits are like funerary ones, but I always wanted to learn how their flashlights work as they don't require recharging. I propose we loot the corpse for scientific purposes.
Yep. We are in agreement, buddy. So we got, oh, poor guy. All dead. Okay, we got that. Let's head back and make a flashlight. And obviously in the bottom right hand corner, maybe it's hard to see because the little logo is right in front of that and I just noticed. But that is the radiation meter. So we need to actually like upgrade our rad taking capabilities. Battery, light bulb. No problem. Nice to get the, I'm pretty sure there's a booster rocket. Help us go a little bit faster. Let's do a little scrapping. Ah, just water. Bummer. Ooh, battery's handy. Like to explore this just a little bit.
A lot of various goods were transported in the cargo holds of the liner unnamed. The Global Funeral Agency rented only a small part of the ship's space in the framework of the advertising company and has nothing to do with these goods.
I better get back to the base. I left that a little bit long, but we should be okay. Let's make a little refined metal. Yeah, it's a little bit messy in here, but that's okay. Alright, let's try another jaunt out here. See if there's anything. Oh, metal's always good, because scrappers obviously are fairly important.
A model from the advertisement of the Global Funeral Agency. She looks good even without her head, but I wouldn't recommend touching the picture, as it could be regarded as sexual harassment.
That's dumb. Alright, a bit more breath. See if there's anything we missed here. Looks like more aluminum. That's good. Let's grab something to eat real quick. Oh yeah, hold that down. Alright, well, I think that's a pretty good spot to leave it for right now. We've got a good beginning down. We're getting some tools. We're getting some upgrades. Some of those places are like, I mean, obviously the rescue destination is 1,600 meters from here, which you know, that's a challenge with how much we can actually breathe. But we need a suit upgrade, and to do that we need some paint, because it's like lead paint, obviously, and some glass to upgrade our suit. Enhanced spacesuit. We need that lead paint, and need some lead paint and glass for that. Then we'll be laughing. Oh, and I want that booster. Oh, I want that booster. Alright, but thanks for stopping in. This should be a decent bit of fun. And I'll catch you next time.